the time has come to do an upgrade. We're going to do something about this old air conditioner, move on to something a little better than that. But first we need to run and pick up something else that arrived. It's for the coachman as well. So we're going to run an errand real quick, and then we'll come back to that. We'll go for a ride in the van. He says, heck yeah, always. That's always. We're going down to Lowe's this morning. Gonna buy a new appliance for the coachman, for the RV. Go on. I know it's a high jump. Oh, oops. Excuse the noises. I just accidentally turned that on with my it was under my arm and somehow hit the on button. Hang on a second. Let's get going, huh, girl? All right, there it is. We made it down to Lowe's. There's our new appliance. See if we got room here in the van for it. I did clean out a little bit yesterday. I got it in there without too much problem at all. It's not real heavy. It is a 3.5 cubic foot chest freezer. So yeah, I want to put a chest freezer in the RV. I'm gonna make start buying like beef and stuff in bulk on sale and such. And yeah, we'll change your strategy on what and how I buy. Oh, so hello everybody, welcome back. It's like 7:30 a.m. and I had to get down here this morning and get this taken care of, or I wouldn't have got it done at all. I feel like I actually need a day off. I feel like I need to go back to bed. Yesterday was a big day for me. A little bit sore, not bad, but I just feel wiped out. I cleaned up that big tree that was in the yard yesterday, and yeah, I feel like I need just to take a day off after all that. Anyway, gonna put this freezer in the coachman. I got a couple things to move around, a couple changes to make. I don't know if I'm gonna start that today. And I got something else to put in the coachman too, so we'll get to all that. But let's get out of here. Belle's probably wondering what the heck is that all about anyway. What's in there? So yeah, let's get out of here. Bella pointed out to me that he says, you know, there was a PetSmart right next door to Lowe's. Didn't see you going in there. Nothing from PetSmart for me, huh? All right, we made it back from Lowe's. I got the freezer unloaded. I want to get back to this upgrading that air conditioner. What I did was I bought one a little more powerful, and I want to get that in today because it's going up to 85 degrees today. So it'd be a good day to get this thing in there. Now the other one, which I have it just about dug out, and the reason I say dug out is well, it's a little bit of a task getting all the old caulking from around it. Boy, does that act like a glue. I don't even think it needs brackets. It's almost it's hanging halfway in actually right now. But boy, what a that's a little bit of a job digging away at that stuff. Hang on here, excuse the mess, got some things going on here. Yeah, there it is. So I gotta finish pulling that out of there. Yeah, it's already warming up a bit. So I did test this real quick. I plugged it in just to make sure. I don't want to go all the trouble to install it and then find out we got a dead one for some reason. This is nice. It's the reason this is an upgrade is the old one that's in there is only a 5,000 BTU unit. And a 5,000 BTU is designed to cool up to 150 square feet. Well, the coachman is 172 square feet. So it's really not even enough to cool it properly. You know, especially that RVs are not insulated as well as a house. So there's the, you know, it has poorer insulation, and it's larger than what that is designed for anyway. So this one is a 6,000 BTU. I think it's the same physical side. I might have to trim. I don't think so. But it's designed to cool up to 200, yeah, instead of 150 square feet, 250 square feet. So like I say, the Coachman's only, I think, 172 or 176 square feet. This is gonna be a little bit of overkill, which is great. It'll offset the, you know, that it's, you know, not as insulated as well as a house is. So this ought to cool the Coachman a little better, I'd say. Oh, and this too has a 3-speed fan. The 5,000 BTU only had a 2-speed fan. There we go. And temp. There, bumped it down a little bit. Heard the compressor come on. And oh yeah, and this one, the other one's manual, which is fine. But this also comes with a remote. So we'll have a little better cooling going on in there. I guess I'll turn that fan back down. Oops, fan. Yeah, auto, high, medium, and low. That's nice. Has an eco mode. Fan, cool, you know, whatever. Power. There. Okay, that works. Alright. So we're good. I'm gonna need to finish getting that other one out of there. Get this one in. Get some caulking around it, whatever, because we're gonna be running it here after a while. And just like that, the old one is out and the new one is in, sort of. I actually used more of this this window installation kit that they come with. I used more of it than I thought I would. I didn't need these pieces, but there were a couple of pieces that, oh, and this will come in handy too. So let's go, and I do have a tube of the non-sagging, you know, lap sealant to go around it. We'll get to that. But for right now, I think it's in good enough that I can run it, because the heat is coming on quickly. There it is. There it is. I think it's got just about the right amount of lean. Lean down just a little bit. I think that's going to work right as it is. Whew, boy. So I was kind of surprised, not surprised. You know, I did install the one in the van. There was that metal strip that goes across the top. So I went ahead and used it, put the 3 screws that came with it in there. That keeps it from, it'll go up against that plywood frame that the previous owner built to install that other one. So that goes up, you know, up against that wood. The other one didn't have that on there, so I did use that. That worked out good. And even these like louvers, they slid down into the grooves on each side of the air conditioner. And actually they have a little bit of work there. But this will get kind of pushed back a little bit more. Well, actually it won't. But no harm there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. A little gap along the bottom there. So that's why I'll go around and, you know, plug up some gaps and then go around the outside with some caulking. But for right now, anyhow, that's I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. There's really no screws in it at this point. It's just sitting there, but it'll be okay. Let's give it a try. There we go. There. All right. Oops. I hit the off button. All right. And even from back here, it already feels like it blows more air than the other one did. Mode, speed, that's medium, that's high. We'll see how it does today. I'm thinking that extra 1,000 BTUs certainly is gonna help. Well, let's jump ahead a day where the rain moved in and it cooled things off. I got this all sealed up now. Caulking's all in there. It's all set to go. I didn't do that. Yeah, we're jumping ahead a day. I didn't do this till this morning. So yesterday I left it run. Obviously it was a hot day. It got well into the mid 80s. Full sun yesterday. It did a really good job. A very noticeable difference. It's so much more comfortable in there. The day before, it got into the upper 70s. I think it reached like 78 in full sun. But with that other air conditioner, it was more comfortable yesterday with the new air conditioner being a warmer day than it was, you know, with the old units on a not as warm day. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna make a big difference. And it's kind of something I've been wanting to do anyway. Instead of running the roof air conditioner as much, that window unit uses about a third less power, and it's quieter because it's in the back. It seems to blow the air up, cooler air up, way up further. It's much more comfortable up front. And besides that, the roof air conditioner has been acting up lately. Matter of fact, it don't run at all right now. And if that one does well, we're gonna see how it does as summer comes on, a little stronger, a little stronger. We're lucky to hit some days where it hits 90 a little bit, so it don't get much hotter. I'm just gonna see how it does. That roof air I bought almost 3 years ago. Yeah, the warranty's up. I would rather not. I don't know. I think the part that's bad, I haven't even looked at it really. I need to look into it. But if the part I think is bad, I looked it up. It's $300. I'd have a hard time spending that. I might not fix that air conditioner. If it turns out that's what it is, I'll probably just replace the whole thing altogether. The trouble with that roof air conditioner is it's electronic only. There's no knobs or buttons like the Coleman. The Coleman's one brand they still make a lot of air conditioners, and they have manual controls. This one's electronic only. If the remote and its receiver doesn't work, you're out of luck. You can't do it the good old just turn the knob or replace a switch. I have a hard time spending $300 on a stupid control panel in the air conditioner. Anyway, hopefully that one just works great all summer long. We'll see how that goes. Almost soon enough. Summer's coming on quickly. Huh? Starting to get a few of those hot days starting to sneak in. So, yeah. Looks good. It's all nice and bright and white. So anyway, that job's done. I think I got the one or two tools I haven't put away yet. I need to finish cleaning that mess up and burn the box the air conditioner came in. Dig into that freezer we picked up. Get it plugged in, make sure it works. I got some changing around to do, some batteries to move around and make room for it in there. So yeah, that'll be my next project. All right. All right. And thanks for hanging out and checking out our upgrade. It's working good. It's much better. Very noticeably better. So yeah, with that, we'll call it a video. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.